Far beyond the harbor, where the quiet waves begin, stood an old white lighthouse, watching every wind. Morning painted silver across the sleepy sea. The keeper climbed the staircase like yesterday had been. Every lamp was polished, every window clear, not because somebody asked, just because he cared. Ships would pass in silence, some near, some far away. Most would never know his name, still he waved each day. Some lights shine for everyone, even when nobody sees. Maybe kindness looks a little like the sea in morning breeze. The lighthouse keeper standing with the tide, keeping little promises every single night. The lighthouse keeper, never asking why. Some hearts simply choose to be the light. Even when the world moves on, the light keeps leading someone home. Autumn found the shoreline, winter crossed the bay. Spring returned with seabirds, nothing stayed the same. Children pointed proudly from a passing boat, wondering who lived behind the little door. He smiled from the balcony, raised one quiet hand. Another ship kept sailing toward another land. Some stories never need a louder ending. Some lives become the light itself. Every morning, every night, one more sunrise, one more light. Not for glory, not for praise, just another faithful day. The lighthouse keeper standing with the tide, keeping little promises every single night. The lighthouse keeper, never asking why. Some hearts simply choose to be the light. Even when the world moves on, the light keeps leading someone home. Maybe someday, long from now, someone standing on this shore will see one little light across the waves and feel a little less alone. Maybe that's enough for any life, to quietly become someone else's guide. The lighthouse keeper standing with the tide, keeping little promises every single night. The lighthouse keeper, never asking why. Some hearts simply choose to be the light. Long after names are gone, a little light keeps shining on. The lighthouse keeper, still shining home.
A postcard on the sidewalk, face down in the sun. No stamp, no name, no place it came from. I picked it up, turned it around. Picture of the ocean in a quiet little town. Just 3 short lines written in blue. Wish you were here. Nothing wish words can stay with you. The lost postcard looking for a home, traveling farther than it ever knows. The lost postcard folded in the breeze, carrying somebody's yesterday with it. Some stories never arrive, still they somehow stay alive. I walked another block, still holding it, thinking maybe someone would come back. A mailbox stood beside the park, painted red against the trees. I slipped it gently on the little ledge, hoping someone might recognize it, then kept walking without looking back. Some things are kinder left to chance. No one noticed what I had done. Cars rolled by the afternoon, still somehow it felt enough for one small Tuesday. The lost postcard looking for a home, traveling farther than it ever knows. The lost postcard folded in the breeze, carrying somebody's yesterday with it. Some stories never arrive, still they somehow stay alive. Maybe tomorrow someone smiles, finding it right where it stayed. Maybe that's the only ending it ever really needed. The lost postcard looking for a home, traveling farther than it ever knows. The lost postcard, one little page, changing someone else's ordinary day. The lost postcard, still on its way.
A little blue kite caught up in the branches, dancing with the afternoon higher than the trees. Someone must have lost it long before today. Still it kept on flying in its own forgotten way. The wind would pull it closer and carry it again, like it couldn't quite decide whether to stay or leave. A boy stood underneath, looking toward the sky, and smiled at someone else and simply walked away. Some things stay long after the hands that held them disappear. Still they find another story waiting in the air. The blue kite still chasing the breeze, holding on to summer leaves. The blue kite never touching down. Some dreams don't need the solid ground. Floating higher out of sight, the whole sky felt a little lighter. Clouds drifted slowly across the afternoon. Shadows moved together underneath the trees. An old man stopped just long enough to watch it dance against the light. Nobody tried to pull it down, nobody seemed to mind. Maybe some things are happier exactly where they are.
was a little plant shop, tiny pots outside the door, waiting for the morning sun. Every leaf looked different, every color had a name. The owner watered quietly, like nothing else could wait. I picked up one small cactus, then put it down again. A fern beside the window almost changed my mind instead. Someone walked in smiling, holding an empty pot, saying let's try again, like hope was easy to grow. Maybe every little leaf starts somewhere this small. Maybe every ordinary day begins the same for us all. The tiny plant shop, growing little afternoons. One green leaf, one little room. The tiny plant shop, full of quiet life. Funny how something so small could brighten up the day. The tiny plant shop, I'll come back again. A little girl was counting how many flowers bloomed. Her grandfather just listened with dirt upon his shoes. Someone bought a lemon tree too tall for their car. Everybody laughed together, trying to make it fit. The bell above the doorway rang another time. A bicycle stopped outside with flowers in the basket. I left without a purchase, only one small smile. Some days that's enough to carry home a while. Nothing fancy, nothing new, just green leaves, morning light. Some places quietly remind your heart everything will be alright. The tiny plant shop, growing little afternoons. One green leaf, one little room. The tiny plant shop, full of quiet life. Funny how something so small could brighten up the day. The tiny plant shop, I'll come back again. Maybe next spring the little fern will be much taller than today. Maybe I'll remember this tiny little shop every time I see fresh green. The tiny plant shop, growing little afternoons. One green leaf, one little room. A tiny plant shop, full of quiet life. Funny how the smallest places stay the longest in your mind. The tiny plant shop, waiting patiently. Hidden between a flower shop and an old repair cafe, there was a tiny record store I'd somehow missed for years. The bell above the wooden door rang softer than I thought. A melody was playing that nobody could name. Albums lined the narrow walls with corners worn by time. Someone hummed along without a single word. The owner smiled and simply said, take your time around, like nothing in that little room had ever been in a rush. I wasn't looking for anything, just somewhere to slow my feet. Some days a song finds you before you find the melody. The little record shop spinning all afternoon, nobody seemed to leave, like every dusty melody had somewhere else to be. Funny how one open door can change an ordinary walk. A little kid was dancing to a song he'd never heard. An older couple smiled without saying a word. Someone picked a record, turned it in their hands, like they already knew the first note by heart. I chose one for the cover, not the famous name. Sometimes that's enough to take a memory home. The bell rang once again as somebody walked inside. The room kept breathing softly like it had all day long. Nothing special, nothing loud, no flashing lights, no crowded sound, just enough music floating through to make the whole day feel brand new. The little record shop spinning all afternoon. One old song, one quiet room. The little record shop, nobody seemed to leave, like every dusty melody had somewhere else to be. Funny how one open door can change an ordinary walk. Maybe next weekend I'll pass again. Maybe I'll remember the same old bell. Some places don't ask your name, they simply let you stay a while. The little record shop spinning all afternoon. One old song, one quiet room. The little record shop, somewhere in my mind I'll probably find my way back there sometime. The little record shop waiting quietly, just like it waited for me. Every morning 8:15, same old lobby, same routine. Doors slide open, people stare, looking everywhere but there. You step inside, one floor above, holding books and coffee mugs. Someone says good morning, all, then silence fills the narrow walls. Funny how we never spoke, still somehow I knew your code. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday too, always elevator number 2, elevator number 2, up and down like people do. Different mornings, different shoes, somehow I keep finding you. Never planned it, never tried, just another little ride. Elevator number 2, always one more floor with you. Friday came with heavy rain, everybody looked the same. You held the door for one more second. I smiled first, you smiled then. Someone missed the closing bell, someone laughed, I couldn't tell. Who pressed 7, who pressed 4? We'd done this all 100 times before. Maybe it's a small routine hidden inside ordinary things. Nothing changed, nothing new. Still I hoped you'd ride up to elevator number 2, up and down like people do. Different mornings, different shoes, somehow I keep finding you. Never planned it, never tried, another little ride. Elevator number 2, always one more floor with you. Maybe someday we'll say hello, maybe not, I don't know. Some stories never need a bigger scene. Some stay exactly where they've been. Elevator number 2, up and down like people do. Different mornings, different shoes. Somehow I keep finding you. Every weekday passing through, just another ride. Elevator number 2. There was one orange left on the shelf. I reached for it at the same time as someone else. We both stopped, then laughed a little. Hands in the air, right in the middle. You said you can have it, I said no, it's okay. Funny how neither walked away. It's just an orange, nothing more. Still somehow we stayed there talking. 5 more minutes passed us by, like we forgot the reason why. The last orange rolled into my day. Funny how small things work that way. Didn't find what I came to buy, found a story instead this time. The last orange, who would've known something so small could follow me home. You picked another from a different box, said this one's probably sweeter. I wasn't sure if that was true or if you only said it to be nice. We walked outside with different bags, different streets, different plans. I turned around once at the light. You did the same and waved goodbye. Nothing changed, the world moved on. Cars kept driving, people gone. Still I kept smiling all day for no important reason. Last orange rolled into my day. Funny how small things work that way. Didn't find what I came to buy, found a story instead this time. The last orange, who would've known something so small could follow me home. Maybe tomorrow I'll forget your face, but I'll remember that little space between 2 hands reaching together on an ordinary afternoon. The last orange rolled into my day. Funny how small things work that way. Didn't find what I came to buy, found a story instead this time. The last orange, who would've known some days begin with almost nothing and become your favorite one. Tuesday started like any other. Same old sidewalk, same old sky. Missed a crossing, caught the next one. Nothing special, passing by. Found $1 near the bus stop. Bought a lemonade instead of coffee. Someone smiled like they knew me, though we never met before. Little things out of nowhere, showing up one by one. Nothing big, nothing crazy, still it felt like something won. Almost a perfect Tuesday. Not because everything went right, just enough little moments to make the whole day shine. Almost a perfect Tuesday. Nothing anyone would write about, but somehow I'll remember what today was all about. Clouds rolled over and disappeared. The weather couldn't make up its mind. Found an old bookstore, never noticed, though I'd walked there 100 times. Bought a postcard with no reason, wrote one sentence, then kept it folded in my jacket pocket. Maybe I'll send it someday. No big answers, no surprises, nothing waiting at the end. Just a Tuesday, doing quietly more than I expected. Almost a perfect Tuesday. Not because everything went right, just enough little moments to make the whole day shine. Almost a perfect Tuesday. Nothing anyone would write about, but somehow I'll remember what today was all about. Maybe every ordinary day is hiding somewhere underneath, waiting for one tiny reason to become a memory. Almost a perfect Tuesday. Not because everything went right, just enough little moments to make the whole day shine. Almost a perfect Tuesday. I didn't see it coming through. Funny how the smallest moments made the biggest day for me. Someone left a yellow umbrella leaning by the station wall. People passed without a second glance, like they didn't see it at all. The morning sky was clearing up. The rain had come and gone. Still it waited patiently, long after everyone had moved on. I wondered who had carried it through streets I'd never know. How many little stories it had quietly followed. For just a second I almost reached, then smiled and left it where it should. maybe someone would come back looking for that little bit of yellow. Some things aren't meant to belong to you, even if they're beautiful. The yellow umbrella standing all alone, brighter than the morning after all the clouds had gone. The yellow umbrella waiting by the door. Sometimes the smallest things can say a little more. Maybe somebody's on their way back to yesterday. The afternoon grew warmer, people hurried home. A little girl stopped, pointed with a smile. Her father picked it up, looked around the street, then set it back exactly where it used to be. I laughed without a reason, kept walking on my way, thinking how kindness can look so ordinary. You never know who's missing something until you choose to leave it there. Nothing happened, nothing changed. Cars kept rolling just the same. Still somehow that splash of yellow stayed with me all day. The yellow umbrella standing all alone, brighter than the morning after all the clouds had gone. The yellow umbrella waiting by the door. Sometimes the smallest things can say a little more. Maybe somebody's on their way back to yesterday. Not every treasure needs a name. Not every story needs an end. Some are only meant to pass you by and leave a little light behind. The yellow umbrella standing all alone, brighter than the morning after all the clouds had gone. The yellow umbrella waiting by the door. Sometimes the smallest things can say a little more. The yellow umbrella, I'll remember you long after the sky turned blue. I found an old library at the end of Maple Street. The wooden door was half open, quiet underneath my feet. Rows of faded paperbacks, names I'd never read, dust dancing through the sunlight, slow above my head. An old man stamped a novel without looking up, asked me if I'd been here. I smiled and said, not once. He handed me a card with today's date on the back. Funny how a little thing can pull a memory back. I wasn't searching for anything, just trying a different street. Somehow I walked in with empty hands and walked back out with something to keep. Library card folded in my pocket, didn't know I'd need it today. A quiet little place hidden in the city, waiting all this time anyway. Library card, who would have guessed? Some stories find you before you find them. A little girl was reading with her feet up on a chair. Someone softly turned a page like nobody was there. The clock kept moving slowly without making a sound. Outside the
all this summer. Sometimes it's enough to carry something home, even if it stays unopened beside the bed alone. Nothing special, nothing grand, just another stop I never planned. Funny how the smallest roads lead somewhere worth remembering. Library card folded in my pocket, didn't know I'd need it today. A quiet little place hidden in the city, waiting all this time anyway. Library card, who would've guessed? Some stories find you before you find them. Maybe next week I'll go again, maybe not, we'll see. Some places don't ask for a reason, they just leave a little room to breathe. Library card folded in my pocket, didn't know I'd need it today. A quiet little place hidden in the city, waiting all this time anyway. Library card, one small thing, one ordinary day, I'll always keep. Far beyond the harbor, where the quiet waves begin, stood an old white lighthouse, watching every wind. Morning painted silver across the sleepy sea. The keeper climbed the staircase like yesterday had been. Every lamp was polished, every window clear, not because somebody asked, just because he cared. Ships would pass in silence, some near, some far away. Most would never know his name, still he waved each day. Some lights shine for everyone, even when nobody sees. Maybe kindness looks a little like the sea in morning breeze. The lighthouse keeper standing with the tide, keeping little promises every single night. The lighthouse keeper, never asking why. Some hearts simply choose to be the light. Even when the world moves on, the light keeps leading someone home. Autumn found the shoreline, winter crossed the bay. Spring returned with seabirds, nothing stayed the same. Children pointed proudly from a passing boat, wondering who lived behind the little door. He smiled from the balcony, raised one quiet hand. Another ship kept sailing toward another land. Some stories never need a louder ending. Some lives become the light itself. Every morning, every night, one more sunrise, one more light. Not for glory, not for praise, just another faithful day. The lighthouse keeper standing with the tide, keeping little promises every single become someone else's guide. The lighthouse keeper standing with the tide, keeping little promises every single night. The lighthouse keeper, never asking why. Some hearts simply choose to be the light. Long after names are gone, a little light keeps shining on. The lighthouse keeper, still shining home.
A postcard on the sidewalk, face down in the sun. No stamp, no name, no place it came from. I picked it up, turned it around. Picture of the ocean in a quiet little town. Just 3 short lines written in blue. Wish you were here. Nothing else to read, no return address, no clue at all. Just a little piece of someone else's day. I wondered where it should have gone. How many hands did it pass through? Funny how a stranger's words can stay with you. The lost postcard, looking for a home, traveling farther than it ever knows. The lost postcard, folded in the breeze, carrying somebody's yesterday with it. Some stories never arrive, still they somehow stay alive. I walked another block, still holding it, thinking maybe someone would come back. A mailbox stood beside the park, painted red against the trees. I slipped it gently on the little ledge, hoping someone might recognize it, then kept walking without looking back. Some things are kinder left to chance. No one noticed what I had done. Cars rolled by the afternoon, still somehow it felt enough for one small Tuesday. The lost postcard, looking for a home, traveling farther than it ever knows. The lost postcard, folded in the breeze, carrying somebody's yesterday with it. Some stories never arrive, still they somehow stay alive. Maybe
today. Still it kept on flying in its own forgotten way. The wind would pull it closer and carry it again, like it couldn't quite decide whether to stay or leave. A boy stood underneath, looking toward the sky, then smiled at someone else and simply walked away. Some things stay long after the hands that held them disappear. Still they find another story waiting in the air. The blue kite still chasing the breeze, holding on to summer leaves. The blue kite never touching down. Some dreams don't need the solid ground. Floating higher out of sight. The whole sky felt a little lighter. Clouds drifted slowly across the afternoon. Shadows moved together underneath the trees. An old man stopped just long enough to watch it dance against the light. Nobody tried to pull it down, nobody seemed to mind. Maybe some things are happier exactly where they are. No one owned the moment, no one planned the view. Still somehow everyone smiled as if they always knew. The blue kite still chasing the breeze, holding on to summer leaves. The blue kite never touching down. Some dreams don't need the solid ground. Floating higher out of sight. The whole sky felt a little lighter. Years from now, someone else may look up the very same way, not knowing why a tiny piece of blue made the whole afternoon feel brand new. The blue kite still chasing the breeze, holding on to summer leaves. The blue kite never touching down. Some dreams don't need the solid ground. Floating higher out of sight. Some memories never land.
On the corner near the bakery, there was a little plant shop. Tiny pots outside the door, waiting for the morning sun. Every leaf looked different, every color had a name. The owner watered quietly, like nothing else could wait. I picked up one small cactus, then put it down again. A fern beside the window almost changed my mind instead. Someone walked in smiling, holding an empty pot, saying let's try again, like hope was easy to grow. Maybe every little leaf starts somewhere this small. Maybe every ordinary day begins the same for us all. The tiny plant shop growing little afternoons, one green tiny plant shop full of quiet life. Funny how something so small could brighten up the day. The tiny plant shop, I'll come back again. A little girl was counting how many flowers bloomed. Her grandfather just listened with dirt upon his shoes. Someone bought a lemon tree too tall for their car. Everybody laughed together, trying to make it fit. The bell above the doorway rang another time. A bicycle stopped outside with flowers in the basket. I left without a purchase, only one small smile. Some days that's enough to carry home a while. Nothing fancy, nothing new, just green leaves, morning light. Some places quietly remind your heart everything will be alright. The tiny plant shop, growing little afternoons. One green leaf, one little room. The tiny plant shop, full of quiet life. Funny how something so small could brighten up the day. The tiny plant shop, I'll come back again. Maybe next spring the little fern will be much taller than today. Maybe I'll remember this tiny little shop every time I see fresh green. The tiny plant shop, growing little afternoons. One green leaf, one little room. The tiny plant shop, full of quiet life. Funny how the smallest places stay the longest in your mind. The tiny plant shop, waiting patiently. Hidden between a flower shop and an old repair cafe, there was a tiny record store I'd somehow missed for years. The bell above the wooden door rang softer than I thought. A melody was playing that nobody could name. Albums lined the narrow walls with corners worn by time. Someone hummed along without a single word. The owner smiled and simply said, "Take your time around," like nothing in that little room had ever been in a rush. I wasn't looking for anything, just somewhere to slow my feet. Some days a song finds you before you find the melody. The little record shop spinning all afternoon. One old song, one quiet room. The little record shop, nobody seemed to leave. Like every dusty melody had somewhere else to be. Funny how one open door can change an ordinary walk. A little kid was dancing to a song he'd never heard. An older couple smiled without saying a word. Someone picked a record, turned it in their hands, like they already knew the first note by heart. I chose one for the cover, not the famous name. Sometimes that's enough to take a memory home. The bell rang once again as somebody walked inside. The room kept breathing softly like it had all day long. Nothing special, nothing loud, no flashing lights, no crowded sound, just enough music floating through to make the whole day feel brand new. The little record shop spinning all afternoon, one old song, one quiet room. The little record shop, nobody seemed to leave, like every dusty melody had somewhere else to be. Funny how one open door can change an ordinary walk. Maybe next weekend I'll pass again. Maybe I'll remember the same old bell. Some places don't ask your name, they simply let you stay a while. The little record shop spinning all afternoon, one old song, one quiet room. The little record shop, somewhere in my mind I'll probably find my way back there sometime. The little record shop waiting quietly, just like it waited for me. Every morning 8:15, same old lobby, same routine. Doors slide open, people stare, looking everywhere but there. You step inside, one floor above, holding books and coffee mugs. Someone says good morning, all, then silence fills the narrow walls. Funny how we never spoke, still somehow I knew your code. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday too, always elevator number 2, elevator number 2, up and down like people do. Different mornings, different shoes, somehow I keep finding you. Never planned it, never tried, just another little ride. Elevator number 2, always one more floor with you. Friday came with heavy rain, everybody looked the same. You held the door for one more second. I smiled first, you smiled then. Someone missed the closing bell, someone laughed, I couldn't tell. Who pressed 7, who pressed 4? We'd done this all 100 times before. Maybe it's a small routine hidden inside ordinary things. Nothing changed, nothing new. Still I hoped you'd ride up to elevator number 2, up and down like people do. Different mornings, different shoes, somehow I keep finding you. Never planned it, never tried, just another little ride. Elevator number 2, always one more floor with you. Maybe someday we'll say hello, maybe not, I don't know. Some stories never need a bigger scene, some stay exactly where they've been. Elevator number 2, up and down like people do. Different mornings, different shoes, somehow I keep finding you. Every weekday passing through, just another ride. Elevator left on the shelf. I reach for it at the same time as someone else. We both stopped, then laughed a little, hands in the air, right in the middle. You said you can have it, I said no, it's okay. Funny how neither walked away. It's just an orange, nothing more. Still somehow we stayed there talking. 5 more minutes passed us by, like we forgot the reason why. The last orange rolled into my day. Funny how small things work that way. Didn't find what I came to buy, found a story instead this time. The last orange, who would've known something so small could follow me home. You picked another from a different box, said this one's probably sweeter. I wasn't sure if that was true or if you only said it to be nice. We walked outside with different bags, different streets, different plans. I turned around once at the light. You did the same and waved goodbye. Nothing changed, the world moved on. Cars kept driving, people gone. Still I kept smiling all day for no important reason. Last orange rolled into my day. Funny how small things work that way. Didn't find what I came to buy, found a story instead this time. The last orange, who would've known something so small could follow me home. Maybe tomorrow I'll forget your face, but I'll remember that little space between 2 hands reaching together on an ordinary afternoon. The last orange rolled into my day. Funny how small things work that way. Didn't find what I came to buy, found a story instead this time. The last orange, who would've known some days begin with almost nothing and become your favorite one. Tuesday started like any other. Same old sidewalk, same old sky. Missed the crossing, caught the next one. Nothing special, passing by. Found $1 near the bus stop. Bought a lemonade instead of coffee. Someone smiled like they knew me, though we never met before. Little things out of nowhere, showing up one by one. Nothing big, nothing crazy, still it waves rolled over and disappeared. The weather couldn't make up its mind. Found an old bookstore, never noticed, though I'd walked there 100 times. Bought a postcard with no reason, wrote one sentence, then kept it folded in my jacket pocket. Maybe I'll send it someday. No big answers, no surprises, nothing waiting at the end. Just a Tuesday, doing quietly more than I expected. Almost a perfect Tuesday, not because everything went right, just enough little moments to make the whole day shine. Almost a perfect Tuesday, nothing anyone would write about, but somehow I'll remember what today was all about. Maybe every ordinary day is hiding somewhere underneath, waiting for one tiny reason to become a memory. Almost a perfect Tuesday, not because everything went right, just enough little moments to make the whole day shine. Almost a perfect Tuesday, I didn't see it coming through. Funny how the smallest moments made the biggest day for me. Someone left a yellow umbrella leaning by the station wall. People passed without a second glance, like they didn't see it at all. The morning sky was clearing up, the rain had come and gone. Still it waited patiently long after everyone had moved on. I wondered who had carried it through streets I'd never know, how many little stories it had quietly followed. For just a second I almost reached, then smiled and left it where it should be. Maybe someone would come back looking for that little bit of yellow. Some things aren't meant to belong to you, even if they're beautiful. The yellow umbrella standing all alone, brighter than the morning after all the clouds had gone. The yellow umbrella waiting by the door. Sometimes the smallest things can say a little more. Maybe somebody's on their way back to yesterday. The afternoon grew warmer, people hurried home. A little girl stopped, pointed with a smile. Her father picked it up, looked around the street, then set it back exactly where it used to be. I laughed without a reason, kept walking on my way, thinking how kindness can look so ordinary. You never know who's missing something until you choose to leave it there. Nothing happened, nothing changed, cars kept rolling just the same. Still somehow that splash of yellow stayed with me all day. The yellow umbrella standing all alone, brighter than the morning after all the clouds had gone. The yellow umbrella waiting by the door. Sometimes the smallest things can say a little more. Maybe somebody's on their way back to yesterday. Not every treasure needs a name. Not every story needs an end. Some are only meant to pass you by and leave a little light behind. The yellow umbrella standing all alone, brighter than the morning after all the clouds had gone. The yellow umbrella waiting by the door. Sometimes the smallest things can say a little more. The yellow umbrella, I'll remember you long after the sky turned blue.
I found an old library at the end of Maple Street. The wooden door was half open, quiet underneath my feet. Rows of faded paperbacks, names I'd never read. Dust dancing through the sunlight, slow above my head. An old man stamped a novel without looking up, asked me if I'd been here. I smiled and said, not once. He handed me a card with today's date on the back. Funny how a little thing can pull a memory back. I wasn't searching for anything, just trying a different street. Somehow I walked in with empty hands and walked back out with something to keep. Library card folded in my pocket, didn't know I'd need it today. A quiet little place hidden in the city, waiting all this time anyway. Library card, who would have guessed? Some stories find you before you find them. A little girl was reading with her feet up on a chair. Someone softly turned a page like nobody was there. The clock kept moving slowly without making a sound. Outside the buses hurried, inside time settled down. I borrowed one old novel, mostly for the cover, not because I planned to read it all this summer. Sometimes it's enough to carry something home, even if it stays unopened beside the bed alone. Nothing special, nothing grand, just another stop I never planned. Funny how the smallest roads lead somewhere worth remembering. Library card folded in my pocket, didn't know I'd need it today. A quiet little place hidden in the city, waiting all this time anyway. Library card, who would have guessed? Some stories find you before you find them. Maybe next week I'll go again, maybe not, we'll see. Some places don't ask for a reason, they just leave a little room to breathe. always keep